guess it's fine now. And of course we're gonna watch Ijiranaide Nagatoro episode 2. I think is the best anime. It's right, you know how much I love my Kohai and SENPAIs, my Uzaki-chan, you know, my Uzaki mouse mat here, you know, with her oppais being the I mean, it fits perfectly if Uzaki to be, you know, a mouse mat. It's like, it just fits perfectly. But yeah, this last episode is amazing. It's so funny. It's just like, it perfectly fits my sense of comedy, right? You know, the whole super annoying girlfriend, kind of forced girlfriend thing. It's hilarious. All her scenes are funny, you know. All her, you know, say the general, the face is right. It's very, I can see also why anime is popular. It's just like Uzaki-chan. I can see why it's popular, right? Because she's also so memeable, right? You know, all the Senpai! 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 All that, all the face spread. The opening I've seen probably 100 times already. The opening is super funny. Yeah, I mean, the opening is a good song and it's funny. You watch the opening and you laugh because it's like seeing her like, Senpai! You know, all weird actions is super funny, right? But I think it's generally, you know, most people are boring, right? Most girlfriends you have in real life, they're boring. Come on, let's be honest here. You know, she's annoying, but you all kind of want to have a girlfriend. Not all, but I think a lot of people want to have, you know, an Uzaki or a Nagatoro girlfriend, right? Because they're annoying, right? But they're kind of funny, you know. They have Genki, right? They're more alive, right? Obviously, I prefer, in the end, I do prefer, you know, my Yankee badass girls. So, but still, the similar vein, right? Similar vein of like a girl with some spunk, right? You know what I mean? And she's a kurogal, and all her friends are gyrus. Like, all her friends are gyrus too, so that's a bonus too. I want to see more of her friends, right? But anyway, let's start up 2. So 3, 2, 1, and go! And then, of course, the main character's voice is done by Deku. I can't remember his voice actor now, sorry, but he's also in several Astro Chain and so on, yeah. But of course, it's Deku being, you know, bullied by by a lot of comparison. Senpai! Here we go, immediately. It's like, oh! Yeah, it attacks him with her. Look at my dance move, Senpai! Oh, these rings, what are you calling them? Oh no, Senpai! Yeah, here we go. My hip move, Senpai! Look at my ass move, Senpai! It's like, hold on, Senpai! Immediately, it's like, leave me alone! Okay, he's trying to do it at least. Of course, he's like, look at my hip movements! Yeah, Skippy! There we go, the opening is awesome. Do 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 do. Gonna fall out behind me, I'm gonna smash it. Do 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 do. The opening is fantastic. The opening has like 100 reaction faces of her. The opening is like yeah, different, you know. Yeah, like different Nagatoro faces, the whole opening. Yeah, oh, look at this, oh, yeah. Just, oh yeah, the skirt lift there, yeah. It's just Nagatoro doing different faces. My favorite part of his opening is when it's like 4 for appearing behind him. Like he's like multiplying, which is so ganky and fast, right? Yeah, that's the best part. And of course there's a Gyro gang too, which never hurts, right? But this part, yeah. It's like, Senpai! Like she's so everywhere that for him, he's like, he has like, you know, 4 people around him, but yeah, she's so goddamn over obnoxious that it's like having 4 or 5 people next to you. And this probably slaps him, it's also good. Yeah. Senpai! I mean, I'm ready laughing at just the opening, even I've seen it like 10 times by now. But yeah, definitely the best part is it's like, because she feels like a character where she's like, oh yeah, she's so active, you know. She's so energetic, right? So genki. It's like having 4 girlfriends at the same time, yeah. And they're all super annoying too. Yeah, they're all obnoxiously annoying too. Yeah, like, oh my god, leave me alone. No, Senpai. I got your wish, Senpai. Okay, you got your wish. You got your wish. Yeah. He's like trying to escape her, you know. He's eating ramen something in peace here. He's trying to be left alone. Yeah. Puts the ramen down. I think he's, you know, working his manga, right? He wants to be a mangaka. Oh! Big Oppai vampires! What is this? Oppai vampires! It's like, yeah! It's like onsen! Oh yeah, it's the onsen chapter! Yeah, it's like in the opening she has to stare at her. I love it! I respect you! I respect you, man! Like, he has his, like, you know, his Oppai vampires at onsen. Senpai! It's like, any man of culture's favorite manga. Yeah, big oppai, die oppai vampires at onsen. It's like, yeah. Wait, you would offer girls food? That's the wrong thing. That's how I failed my whole life. That you shouldn't offer the kurogal yukisoba. But I mean, here we go. Her vampire face come out here. But I like it though. He's a sketchy character. Yeah, he has his like ecchi manga there. Yeah, so you can detect that you know, the oppai, the ecchi manga there. So you can feel it. Yeah, ero ne. Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna ruin this poor manga here. Yeah, he's very obvious. Yeah, but he's right though. He does like the Ero stuff though. I mean, he's buying this ecchi manga, right? Nice. Ooh, I can let you do it. This classic Nagatoro. Pay pretend that she wants him. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, he's so easy, man. It's so easy. Yeah, like I can do it. Yeah, okay. But yeah, die oppai vampires. What man wouldn't read this thing, right? Yeah, no way I like you. Classic, yeah. Like the pity head pat. Yeah, lose her. Yeah, like, oh yeah, he's gonna of course read it now. Look at the big oppais. Erro! Those things are used to staple. I love it. Come on, I'm reading it because it's stories. It's the articles. Yeah. It's because it's a staple in shonen manga. I actually like the action part, and the oppai part is just a distraction for me. I'm reading it for the storyline and the really cool power-ups, stuff like that. And oh, here we go. Yeah, you want some oppais? Here we go. Man, she's obnoxious Gyro. I feel very Gyro-like. Yeah, it's like, oh, you want some oppai, senpai? Yeah, like very much. Like, you want some oppais? You like oppais? Yeah, she's like, oh, I like oppais too. He likes the vampire story. I love he tries to, you know, motivate it. Like, I love this sad vampire story. It's romantic. It has like very interesting lore. Exactly. Same thing when I watch like Kedjo, also because of the sport, right? The interesting cannon attack, right? And the combination and so on. Yeah, I'm not watching it because of the obnoxious. Maybe it's a good story then. She didn't, of course, tomato use it because she's a vampire now. Maybe it's a good story. Yeah, she's like, yeah, that sounds pretty good. See? I told you! It's like, yeah! It actually is a very romantic storyline with big oppais. Ah, here we go. He's very self-insert. Yeah, like his manga he did the last episode is himself, right? So, yeah, the character in this storyline looks like himself. He feels very self-insert, the character. He buys a manga because, yeah, he looks like him, right? Sounds like him. Sounds about right. The tomato juice. That's a good. Good. Nothing like me at all. Because you have no blood to give. You have no stamina. Yeah, because you're what? That makes you vampire immune. Everyone knows that. Yeah, this is definitely how it is, yeah. That's why I never touched any ladies. Yeah, exactly. I am doing it purely because of my vampire protection. I actually never heard it before at all. How do you know? Like, she's like, it's quite obvious. Oh, here we're just gonna present the vampire. But, I mean, come on. It's like, how do you know I am, like, what? Because you're, like, afraid of anything she does? It's pretty obvious for any woman, probably. Goddamn, her freaking face is always in anime. I wonder how she controls her eyes. See, how she doing this left thing, man? I wish I could do that, you know, weird thing with one eye is massive, one eye is tiny. I can't do it, man. It's like either one eye up, yeah. How is she doing it? I think it's pretty obvious to turn into like a, you know, vampire role playing here after she's like, oh, you like big vampire girls? I can be that. I mean, she's a fangirl, of course, because she's like, Just like Uzaki and so on, of course she's a fan, right? Of course it's a fan, because it's a very popular kind of cat design. Yeah, because it has fangs. Because it has fang, you know. There's a flesh fang now, though, so. Yeah. Oh, poor Senpai. It's like perfectly what she wants to play. Yeah, she's like, you my prey, Emo no Senpai. Yeah, perfectly what play that. I wonder how she can figure out that he's never done it. Yeah, I wonder what's the you know what's the point? I wonder how she figured that out. Given it's like, oh no, people would misunderstand. Like I wonder how she figured that out, right? But yeah, it's perfect for her to play like a dark character, so big kind of monster girl. Oh, garlic. Garlic bread, massive garlic bread, Senpai. God damn it! Yeah, he's prepared for this thing. Eating a lot of garlic. Oh, whoa! I guess she grabs the jewels. Well, yeah. I mean, this anime, I guess, will end up them being together because of like necessity. You got your wish, Senpai. Yeah, you got the edgy power up. Yeah, you got that like lucky. Yeah. She will like end up marrying him because she has no choice eventually. Yeah, like he's gonna. I guess she's following him because this is how she is. Yeah, she's just bored and wants to mess with him. Or she actually likes him. Who knows? But I think mainly she's just bored and wants to mess with him. Well, probably the first time a girl is like, yeah. No, Senpai, that was the first, right? Yeah, come on. Oh my god. Oh, this anime is no. I want to do it again! It's like. Oh man. Of course she's faking it. This is classic. Yeah. Yeah, of course it's like he's pretending to be. But yeah, she's very, I feel, you know, she's like almost like kurogal, but she's very open with the whole, you know, the context of it, right? Yeah, if you compare it to like Uzaki, in Uzaki, this stuff happens too, but Uzaki is like, oh, I didn't touch that, oh yeah, Uzaki would be more like, yeah, Senpai, maybe we did, you know. Uzaki would be more embarrassed about it and be like, oh, it happened, yeah, because Uzaki, I feel, get into this even more with her oppas, right? Yeah, Uzaki get into this situation a lot more, right? I would say definitely. But Uzaki is like, yeah, more innocent. She's like, oh, Senpai, you accidentally, you know, yeah, did that stuff to me, you know, yeah. But she's like kind of plays off like it never happened, right? Of course she likes it, Uzaki, she wants it, right? Because she loves it, but you know what I mean. But here instead it's more like, yeah, like Nagatoro is much more like, yes, Senpai, I did it, yo, Shin Senpai, yeah. She's more like, yeah. But I guess every episode is probably a few chapters, right? Like this is the next chapter here or next story. Hey, Senpai! He's like, leave me alone! It's like, never! Like, gamer! At least his life is never boring anymore because he has a super annoying girlfriend now. They never leaves him alone. Yeah. This sounds like, what is this? I'm gonna tell you, it's like, god damn it! Nagatoro, she's insane, man. Okay. Yeah, what a great game, man. I'm gonna go around and like, okay, this is like, yeah. This sounds kinda, yeah, it sounds kinda skippy, right? Going for an op. Such a. Poor Senpai, man. She just smashed her door with, man. That was a grand prize. Of course, she hides in her. Yeah. Of course, that's the price, yeah. Oh, LSB ticket. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. But there's only once, right? ask me to do anything. He could ask her to, you know, take care of the issue he has, yeah. Exactly, something crazy. You know, she can find some bullying him if she... Ooh, swimsuit! Onsen-episode! Ooh, here we go. That's the opening, yeah. Want me to do full modeling? You can see that they use, of course, these scenes for the opening, yeah, like they, you know, to not animate so much for the opening, they use these scenes here, definitely. Like the face from the opening there, that's and also the dance from the, yeah, this thing is also in the opening right there. But yeah, what boy didn't want to do this thing, right? What male character don't want to win this game? She's so evil though, yeah. Oh, let's go! Yeah, it's like, what? Leave me alone! Man, she loves this. She's so evil. She probably will, right? And perfectly win immediately here. Is this kind of easy? I don't know. I have to admit, guys, I never played this game in my life. Oh, I guess this is like, she's gonna have the perfect accuracy. She's been training her Kyoto to master this game. I guess it's a kind of weird illustration. She's like, oh, she's a Kyoto master. Which, yeah, 2 arrows, right? She's been training her whole life to be able to do this ability. She's been like training her whole life to be able to double shoot. Exactly, bullseye. She's been training her whole life in Kyoto, clearly. It's like Kagura, yeah, of course she has. No, she missed. But isn't this easy? Again, I never played this game, but I feel I can't guess where... Is it hard? In human body? I think it's easy to detect. Am I the only guy? Oh yeah, she's going for the swirl. I see, yeah. Kinda cheating though, I feel, by going like the whole area, yeah, like this kinda... Yeah, I don't know. Man, this anime is getting quite edgy. If it was role reverse, I mean, yeah, who has the guts to do this in reverse, right? When the younger Kohai boy instead, the Ara situation. Who has the, well, I guess every second Yoshini artist has the guts to do that. But I mean, ignoring, you know, like Hengaka Yoshini artist, only does the storyline basically with the opposite gender. But in an anime, Hontoni senpai. But yeah, I mean, why would not do this thing? Who wouldn't do this thing? I mean, even without the reward, I would be like, yes. He probably can't do it though, but I mean, obviously any boy would be like, yeah. Like he's like, what is it, 18? Something like that, you know? Yeah, or after the days, right, yeah. 18, 17, yeah. What, you know, young man. I was like, woo, he's actually gonna do it, yeah, like, what? I mean, can she do it though? Can Nagatoro do it? I mean, I think she's like losing out there, yeah, she's like, he's actually doing it! Oh my god. Oh my god, dear damn it. Timing. Oh my god, bad luck, senpai. Yeah, bad luck, senpai, man. Got a call. But I guess that was gonna... you were gonna smash probably otherwise. Yeah, god damn it. Bad luck, senpai. He almost got it there. But again, what, you know, roughly 18-year-olds, 19... I mean, he's like second year, 18, I guess, something like that. What guy wouldn't do that? You know, young man wouldn't be like, it's like this, who would turn on that game, right? Here comes a double date though. Nagatoro with one of her gyro friends there. I mean, she's like, you know, in a gyro gang, right? Kurogal and so on, yeah, with 2 guys though. So, yeah. I don't think we talked about her friend there. What name is the one? Yeah, some other random guys. They're senpais too though, so there's a senpai. Yeah. I feel she's in love with senpai though. You know, not the senpai, our senpai. So I do think that she's gonna turn him down though. Come on. She's like, this guy's fun, man. I can't tease this guy, yeah. This guy got no... I can't like poke this guy with my... See, she looks quite uninterested, right? She's like, whatever, man. Where's my senpai? Where's my real senpai I can mess with and do all oppa stuff with and doing like big oppa vampire stuff with? So the netto wrestling here almost, though. But I wouldn't say so because she's gonna turn him down, though, so... If anything, it's not netto rare because she'd probably turn him down, right? Because these guys are like phonies, right? She's like, we can't even sing, yeah. I like how he's like, hopefully she's mean to him, I wanna see it. He's like, I wanna experience. Yeah, I wanna experience her being mean to him, yeah. Yeah, I wanna experience her bullying him. Yeah, that's right. She's gonna bully him. But he probably won't touch. She only probably bullies him, right? Yeah, she's like, oh yeah, it's boring, yeah. Because now she's uninterested, right? She's just like nihilistic, yeah, she's like, whatever, life has no meaning with you, yeah, like she's just bored, right? She's just, exactly. Yeah, indifferent, she's completely dead inside. She needs Senpai to feel something, right? Exactly, it's phony. But this guy's clearly phony, right? It's phony. And she feels it's like, you're not into it. Yeah. She's like, fun. I'm not even trying to be the best at this. Broke his spirit completely there. Yeah, she destroyed him. Even worse bullying. She was like, you're a phony. You don't believe in what you're doing. She looks so uninterested. Man, it's anime and their faces. Reaction faces. Yeah, she's like, oh, she looks so bored. Whatever. But she clearly will destroy this guy's soul too, right? She's a soul destroyer, definitely. Okay, he's going for the whole desperate. That is like the worst way to get a girlfriend. This is the worst. He's like, yeah, this is the worst way, the desperation way. This is like the absolute. Yeah, like this is the worst way though. She's just gonna. He probably was only just him though, in this weird bullying thing. Yeah, you would cry! But she's more maybe like... Yeah, she's just like, oh, you're a loser. She's like, at least even more into this guy. She's like, poof, what a useless loser you are. Your life has no meaning. You should just... Yeah, but she's way worse than this guy. She's like, your life has no meaning. You will never amount to anything. Just go away from me. Never talk to me again, loser. Yeah, they're boring, right? They're mundane. I think they like you, but they're boring. Yes. But of course, the guy who wants to smash, right? I mean, they're guiders. They're all just, they're always very smashable. You know how it's in anime. Yeah, her friend, of course, is like, oh, you should do it anyway. Yeah, come on, they're attractive enough. Just do it. No surprise there, though. The of course only teases him in that way. He's innocent and nice, You probably saw him, right? He was like, hey, you like watching that, Senpai? Not the rest scene? I don't know, I probably saw him, right? Even though she's like after him now again, but I mean, she was more bullying the other guys, honestly, right? Yeah, because she made fun of them in a way like, your life has no meaning, just give up. Yeah, this is like funny here, right? But I mean, with the other guys, she was just like, just leave me in the topic again, yeah. Squeaky. No, Senpai! It's a love question. Why do you love me more than other guys? Yeah, why do you care about me more? The squiggly arm slap, yeah. It's in the opening. I mean, the opening clearly has more scenes from the episodes in the opening, yeah. And some episode 1, right? You can see how they built the opening by these scenes there. Man, Senpai, you asked her what she only plays with you, right? Okay, ending. There was an ending last week, so let's go here. What happens with the ending then? Oh, it's just Nagatoro walking, kind of happy. Okay. In the kind of Sakura Blossom or something. And she looks bored actually in the date there, in double date. It's like Nagatoro being all Senpai being all blushing instead. And she comes, attacks him. Getting all too close to his face, yeah, Senpai! Yeah, Senpai! And he's all like, leave me alone! The ending looks more romantic, definitely. He's like following around and staring at him, and he's like working and so on. Yeah, what you doing, Senpai? Okay, that's that. Yeah, okay, now it's like, Senpai. This scene is nice. It's like, Senpai. Yeah. But he almost got to, he almost got there, put a phone call. Yeah, the ending is more romantic. Looks more like a romance, right? Like she's dating him and her cute pink hair and so on. Trying to flirt with him. Yeah, the ending looks more like she's trying to, seduce him, right? She's trying to like flirt with Senpai and being like, Senpai, maybe she's gonna date. Yeah, if it's more like a girl is in love with a boy and trying to seduce her, classmate or whatever, that kind of thing. Oh, now it's like her family or something. This is horrible. What's next episode? The preview looks like, and then the Gairu also, yeah, her Gairu friends, the other two. Oh yeah. Then, but this is what I see too, right? Like here in the ending, it's her friends, the Gairus, the other Gairus, and they're like, yeah, and they also look, deceived, the conniving and evil, right? But also in the end, in the preview, that looks really mean. It's like her mother and father, and a cat that also looks evil. It's like her family, and they're all evil. They all make fun of him. I guess he's gonna marry her. She's gonna introduce him to her family and be like, this is my boyfriend, right? And they're gonna be like, whoa, what the your boy? And they're gonna super bully him and annoy him. It's gonna be super mean to him. They're gonna be like, a little, you're her senpai. Yeah, they're gonna just be so mean to him. Oh my god, man. But out for a while, man. Out for a half an hour. That's the question. But was when you're watching it, right? But yeah, as always, man. As always, this is the funnest anime ever. Let's do it quickly. I say, as I always say, that this is like my favorite new anime. But given that it's Saturday, and I do want to watch the other animes, unfortunately on Saturday, it gets a little weird because, like, I know it's like 3-4 other animes out. It's 6 is out. I want to see a little one episode there because I do want to see how it's gonna act now when they reveal the storyline last episode, and I want to see maybe a little more shadow plays and so on, right? And so on. So yeah, Saturdays are super tight, right? But anyway, quick review. Yeah, the finger scene was powerful. Her, seeing Nagatoro enjoying his big oppai. Yeah, she's like, oh, so you like die oppai vampires, eh? Yeah, okay, senpai. Like, oppai ni? It's beautiful, yeah. She's like, oh, senpai, I see. But I like that, though. I think it's an important point to make, right? That, because, again, okay, I mean, the easiest thing is to compare it to, of course, Uzaki-chan. It's a very similar anime, right? I like Uzaki-chan a lot. But also similar to, of course, like Magical Senpai and, the similar romance animes about a boy and a girl where they kind of have this teasing going on, right? Of course, in Magical Senpai, he's actually kawaii, but it's basically the same thing, right? He even looks exactly with the grey hair and the oppais. And yeah, I mean, Magical Senpai and Uzaki, they're almost the same thing, right? Appearance-wise, they're very, very similar. That being said, I think Uzaki is way funnier, actually. It's more like comedy delivery. But anyway, in all of those animes, though, especially in Magical Senpai, I mean Uzaki, actually. In Uzaki, the girl itself, right? The female character, even though she's a teaser, like in all these animes, and similar to that, the girl is kind of innocent, right? Uzaki especially is quite innocent. Even if she has her massive oppais, she's in college, right? She's like, 21 something? 22, whatever, right? You know what I mean? Uzaki is somewhat that age, I think now, and too. And it's a lot of scenes with her and Senpai, right? Where you can, like, get on a date or whatever, right? And she seems to always be completely oblivious, right, to the actual romantics of it, even though she actually wants to date him. It's very clear, just like she's in love with him, right? Spoiler here, but it's very clear in the Fire episode, in the Fire Festival episode, that she's in love with Senpai. It's very, very obvious in that anime. After a while there, I mean, you can predict it easily, but it's very clear later on, right? But she's quite, innocent, right? She can't really push it. She can't really talk about it in a sense, right? That's her problem. She can't really, communicate. She loves him, right? But that's I like it here. That Nagatoro then, she's very she's teasing him, but she definitely is more on that romantic. Maybe you should call it romance, wouldn't be the right word, but you know what I mean. Like, she's more open about the actual boys and girls thing, because she's like, oh, you like big oppais? I like big oppais too. It's awesome, right? Who wanna have small oppais? Yeah, she's more open. Where Uzaki would be like, oh, senpai, you read this stuff? Yeah, I don't know what this thing is. she would kind of play it off right, and I guess Nagatoro-senpai would be like, "Oh, my little kurogal." She probably a little bit more teasing on it, but you know what I mean. Those girls in all the similar animes, those female characters, they don't address this actual stuff right. So I do like that in this anime definitely. That Nagatoro is more, I mean, she's actually is more trying to date him right, in the sense that she's teasing him and all stuff right. But again, she's actually is talking and discussion about the actual topics at hand right. With Uzaki would just pretend to like, oh, this kind of, she would like tease him, but she wouldn't actually say any of those words probably right. Probably not. Her mom, on the other hand, though, Usaki's mom would be like, "Oh, I knew it. He's a skibby." Her mom would be like, her mom is way too much into it. Yeah, that's the good part of that. Her mom is awesome. On the same time, one thing I dislike, right, Uzaki and so on, is the main character. Right? I mean, he's not a bad main character, but he's a little too much, never trying to smash Uzaki. You know what I mean? He's a little too much stoic, right? He's a little too stoic for like a 20 plus. He's like what 22? He's like 22-year-old man. That's a very very cute, very big oppa girlfriend, and she's like, "Yeah, senpai, can I like live at your place for a week?" He's like, "Sure," and then never tries to do so. You know what I mean? Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. He's like a guy in college. Come on, it doesn't make any sense. He's way too stoic when it comes to romance, right? Yeah, he's like. So I like that senpai here too is like, he's not really trying to date Nagatoro. He's mostly finding her annoying, like we see here. But he still has, his ecchi manga, right? Yeah, he still got that ecchi manga going on, right? He still has that manga going on. And as you see this in here, when he was gonna do the swirl thing on her. What was that scene? And she's like, yeah, and he's like getting all that embarrassed face, right? Before the phone call. What's that scene? Yeah, and she's getting all like, maybe I pushed it too much, right? So yes, I like that, because then again, this scene here, right? She's like, he's actually doing it, god damn it, I pushed too much, I pushed him into a corner, no, I'm screwed, how will I evade, So I think she was lucky by the phone call, but yeah, I like that Nagatoro, it actually gets into the more gritty details, so to speak, in a sense. She's actually pushing she's pushing the limit a little too much, perhaps, right? Which makes it funnier. And he's also, but he's also then accepting it, right? Where I feel in these other animes I mentioned, even though they're both kind of funny, the main character is kind of like, I don't wanna, I wanna do it. Yeah, they probably wouldn't do it, right? They probably wouldn't actually go into this honey trap, so to speak. They wouldn't probably go in that far, right? They would probably try to avoid. I think it's same for most romance comedy animes. Just random out of my head, like Send Your Girl or Usa Wants to Study, whatever. Yeah, all those male men, the male boys, the male main character, or even the side character, they usually are too afraid to even try. So yeah, Senpai interesting in that. He's afraid of her, he's bullied by her, but on the same time, he's kind of more brave than the usual boyfriend, I think. They actually like, okay, let's do it then. He's like, oh damn it, I pushed it too much. But also arguably because Nagatoro is also more on the edge, right? He's even more edgy than the other girls, so I guess she sort of put herself in the position where it's like, well, you asked for it, I suppose. But yeah, really good episode, and I really love that anime. I think I'm definitely liking it more than the other animes. I think one thing immediately is that Uzaki-chan, for example, Episode 1 was pretty bad, episode 2 was much better. But Uzaki-chan was an anime that reminded me of like Married with Children, where I had to like watch 3-4 episodes, and after maybe episode 5 or 6, that I really loved it. After you get into the whole senpai, then you really love it. Here I like it immediately. That being said though, because I have seen Uzaki-chan and all the animes, I'm kind of prepared for this kind of comedy and romance as opposed to the annoying kawaii. So a little bit, but I do think this anime is funny. I do think so. Sorry, Uzaki fans, but this anime I think is better so far. But I was thinking that Uzaki-chan episode 1 was actually the worst episode of the whole season of the anime. Like, it got better and better every episode, and it had a really weak start, and then it got better and better. This anime here has like much better start, I think. So that helps it, yeah, definitely. But definitely, I think it's one of the best romance comedies in a while. From this more aggressive, in the, how do I call it? The antagonistic romance, I guess. Something like that, yeah, where they're kind of fighting. Let's compare something like, let's call them again, the full name, or whatever, Kimini with Ayusora, with Aoyusora, the Alice and, what's it called again? Whatever, that fantasy anime, for example. Whatever, I don't even remember his name now. I watched the whole anime, I was like, Alice, the Ice Queen, the Ice Goddess character. I can't even remember the full anime. It's like Kimi no whatever. It's a freaking long name, man. But in that anime, similar thing. It's a very Romeo and Juliet setup, but they're very antagonistic, right? The two main characters, right? But that Roma, Iska and Alice. But like, right? But yeah, but it feels kind of like, like the romance. Yeah, the comedy. They're trying to have a similar romance comedy, right? Which kind of fight. They also do fight, right, with magic, and then they have this kind of, dynamic talk, right, and fight and try to romance. But it isn't that funny. Yeah, like, isn't that funny? I mean, the anime was like kind of mediocre, right? Because it didn't really deliver on the jokes, so it didn't work out, right? So it's not super easy writing kind of the romantic banter thing, I suppose. But anyway, guys, that has been a review. I mean, I could talk about it for a long hour, right? Freaking awesome anime, Nagatoro. I think, again, probably the best, I think, new anime. This is the sequel and so on this season. But anyway, yeah, so now I'm gonna watch probably both, all three. I don't know. I skipped over Slime earlier today because, I say it again here, I liked Slime, okay? Slime 300 was pretty good, but it wasn't like amazing to me. It was pretty good. And yeah, Saturday has so many animes that I was like, oh, let's not react to that. Let's skip it over. Okay, well, whatever. Yeah, I have to, cut away some animes. I can do like 8, 9. I guess, technically, but I don't, I have to do something else with my life, right? So I was like, okay, cut that away because it was funny. It wasn't that funny. Like comparing to Nagatoro, this is like an amazing fun anime, right? So, and I watched Vivi. And Vivi, again, I watched before this thing, Vivi, super sad anime. It's like the counter of this thing. Super sad, everyone dies. It's this freaking horrible anime in a horrible good sense that it's super sad, right, and depressing. But now then, I want to watch 86, even though everyone hated like my review. Because I think episode 1 was bad. And I stand by saying, episode 1, 86, that was not a good episode 1. It was boring, the twist was obvious, it was just really slow. But I want to watch one more episode anyway, so I'm like, well, maybe it gets good now. People telling me, oh, it's one of the best animes ever. I'm like, well, episode 1, I still think was poorly done. Executed was very poorly. It's objectively, honestly, I would say, poorly. Like the slow pacing of it was like, it was dreadful. But I'm gonna watch it one more episode now anyway, even though people probably hate my review. No, but I was like, man, no one liked my review last week. I was like, screw people. But I wanna watch it more then, because sometimes, I watch an anime and I'm just like, I don't see what people like this anime at all. But I'm like, I guess I have to watch more then, because it appears to be a masterpiece, so it has to turn it around, So I don't expect it, but I mean, I do expect episode 2 to be a lot better, because the ending of episode 1 was the only good part. Like the last minute, that was interesting, the last 2 minutes. But after that point, it was boring. So I was like, okay, is the next episode gonna be good? So I don't know, because I did prefer Shadow House episode 1 over 6 a lot, just comparing the first 2 episodes. I think Shadow House was a much better episode 1, much better. And Tokyo Revenge, I think, was even better. Tokyo Revenge is really cool. So, but I don't know. Today at least I want to watch and review 86 again, just to see how much it's better now than when we get into the actual meat of the storyline after the exposition is over. So we get into the actual thing. This is the next reaction here then. Take a short break and then we do 86, and then I review it, listen, see what I think about it. But it's kind of a weird anime, because I felt it's just like exposition for 20 minutes, and I was like, okay. And the UI of the game was horrible. But anyway, and of course people couldn't handle the obvious issues of the visual of it. But anyway, so next reaction, guys, 86, and then Shadow House, and then I will probably also do Tokyo Revengers, which probably is my favorite of those 3. Yeah, Tokyo Revengers I think was really interesting, and because I like Erase, I've seen Erase, right? So I like, it's like Yankee Erase, so Tokyo Revenge is probably my favorite episode 1 of those 3 animes left here. And obviously One Piece tonight. But anyway, see you guys in a few minutes with 86. Then take a short break.